Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Week 4 of the NFL. This is Nathan from the Sports Forecasters giving you my sports betting slip for the slate of games today. I've got my 16-month-old son with me. Say hi. Say hi. There. That's his hi. We're going to watch some football today, aren't we? We're going to watch some football today? Yeah, we absolutely are. So, this weekend is a weekend of just homecomings. You know, Thursday night we had Urban Meyer meeting up with Joe Burrow, who he used to coach in Ohio State. And then now we got Kevin Stefanski going to Minnesota to face on the Vikings. And then we have the Patriots, of course, hosting Tom Brady and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's obviously the most intriguing homecoming of them all. And, you know, coincidentally, my alma mater, Ohio Northern, had their homecoming this weekend as well. So homecoming's all over. So, yeah, that's exactly. So this little guy wants to keep talking. So without further ado, let's run through what I think your betting slip should be today. And let's start with one of these homecoming games, Cleveland at Minnesota. I really like the over in this game. I know Dalvin Cook's out, and I know Jarvis Landry's out, but both of these teams showed their offense did not slow down with both of those, with both of them out. So they both scored over 25 points with those two injuries, and I think both of these defenses are allowing a little bit more points than most defenses this year. So two high-power offenses, two defenses that maybe aren't quite as difficult to score against. So I think this one's going to be a little high scoring. It's at 51. I think this is like a 31-28 victory for Cleveland. I'm going to stay away from the spread. It's too close for me. But I think Cleveland does squeak it out. But what I want you to bet on is the over, and I'm pretty confident in that one. So I think it's going to be in the high 50s sort of game. And right now it's at a 51. So that's the first game. Let's jump to Detroit visiting Chicago. I think this is an upset pick. You can either put the points, Detroit +3, or if you want to put the money line on Detroit to get a little bigger payout, go ahead and do that. But I think Detroit does beat Chicago here. Chicago, obviously, all week didn't know who their starting quarterback's going to be. Actually, I don't even know recording this who it's going to be. It may have been announced, but I do not know. But regardless, they didn't know who's going to be, taking the reps with the first stringers. So that's a big deal, especially when you have three quarterbacks that are not super familiar with that system because they're all new to Chicago. So I think their offense is really, really going to struggle against the front seven of Detroit that I think has gotten better the last couple of weeks. So I like Detroit in this game, but so pick the money line, or if you want to take the points, take Detroit +3. Carolina at Dallas. Let's jump to this game real quick. Sorry, little Jarvis here is getting a little fussy, huh? All right. Carolina at Dallas. So I'm going to look at the over-under here. I'm going to actually take the under. Carolina doesn't have Christian McCaffrey, so they're not even that much of a high-power offense. But without him, and that Dallas defense is super fast, I think they're really going to struggle offensively. But obviously their defense is superb, and I think it's going to be extra superb because they know they're going to have to be extra superb to make up for not having Christian McCaffrey, and also because of that Dallas offense. So I'm going to pick the under here. It's at a 51. I think it's going to be more of a 27-21 game. So I got the under in the Carolina-Dallas matchup. Jumping to New York, visiting New Orleans. A lot of people have this upset. It's too big of an upset for me. So I'm actually gonna stay away from that game. Going through the rest of the afternoon here, I'm gonna jump to one of the later games. Arizona at SoFi visiting the Rams. Pick the over here. Obviously, just two high-power offenses. I'm really curious how Kyler Murray is going to do against this LA Rams defense, but I think he's going to do well enough where they're going to be able to put up points quickly. They just have too many weapons on the outside. So I think I'm taking the over there. I'm staying away from the spread, though I think Los Angeles is going to win this game and probably cover. But I feel more confident in the over in that game. All right, Seattle at San Francisco. This is a game Seattle hasn't been doing me well this year in some of my picks, but they're sitting in a position where they have to win today, and they know that because everyone in their division is going to be 3-1 or better after this week if they lose, and they'll be 1-3. So their season would basically be over. Seattle actually does very well against San Francisco historically. So Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson knows this team well, which is really, really good. I think that's in their favor. Must-win game. So I'm going to pick the upset. Here, I'm going to pick Seattle to win this. You could take the 2.5 points, or you could just pick the money line. Either way, I think Seattle does win, and I'm going to pick the over. I think it's just going to be desperation for Seattle, and I don't like their defense to be able to stop San Francisco from scoring, so their offense is going to carry them. So I just think there's going to be a lot of points scored here. So I'm taking the over, and I'm taking Seattle to win this game. The rest of the games, I want to bet on the Tampa Bay New England game. If I do anything, I would bet the under, but I'm going to stay away from that game because who knows, with all the emotion, the camaraderie, I don't know what's going to happen there. But those are my picks this weekend. Hopefully this helps you out. Put your betting slip together, and I wish you the best of luck. Have a great NFL Week 4.